Here we go. Alright. Welcome back to I'm the Evil Lord of the Intergalactic Empire. Anime Review, episode number 5. We are here reviewing the 5th episode for the series, Honey Trap, which, look at the book, adapts the rest of chapter 5 and the entirety of chapter 6 that they do as an original content here. There is roughly 2 individual scenes here. The first one is the beginning of the episode, where that sword princess was captured 2 episodes ago, where they've actually been experimenting on her, and we actually do, if you watch the episode, they said they could put her eye in her hand, and they did that, and also she started decaying, and hopefully, you're probably think, I hope the god Liam finds her soon before she dies. Well, we'll find out and see what comes to that. And then right afterwards, we see the guide. Where he's like, we see a guy where he's like playing a game and his cat just happens to come in the wrong moment and delete the whole game in front of him. And he's like so shocked about it because the guy feeds on negative emotions. And then he's like, I don't check up on the guy who I reincarnated. And he gets to his own like, what the heck? This place was decaying. It looks nice. Goes to a bar, sees a swordsman, which means basically a con man, but apparently he's kind of very powerful. And the guy is drinking, and of course all this positive emotions, it's like so ill. Like I'll just I'll just snip the guy's emotions, and the bartender's like, "What the heck are you doing, dude?" And then afterwards, the guy just leaves. Yes. And then we see where Liam, after winning his battle, like apparently they did capture some pirates, not a lot. They basically confiscate their cargo. Gold, diamonds, other minerals, basically making rich anyways. So he basically does buy some used battleships, and they only have about 2,000 ready because everything else was basically falling apart. And he's like, I'm not using ships. Basically, they're gonna basically useless to me. So basically, later on, we have a presentation for the military, where companies 3 and 7 basically show off their brand new, from the weapons factory, their brand new battleships. And one's been Neelis, where it's like, I'll show off my ability for this thing, and of course the other one's like, because you're the nice looking interior, so basically the military buys hers, and then she's like, damn, like the eccentric minimal, like, I know. Go visit Liam. Instead of going to him first, she goes to the swordsman, who basically is very pervy, who basically is obsessed with her. Possibly might like a seductress, so she tries to seduce Liam into buy her product, and eventually takes some time. Eventually, now in the book, basically, it's said that she showed up in this room, in this throne room of Liam's, in her military uniform. Here, it's not shown military uniform per se. It's like very seductive business uniform. Or she tries seducing him, and apparently the way she was doing apparently reminded him of a child from his past. But eventually ends up basically agreeing to buy 300 ships for them. Despite the fact they had just forgiven some used ships with some actions of personnel. Like, okay, interesting. And, they agree when the episode ends with Brian. Then we have her contacting her factory, like, we have this noble, buy it. And kind of interesting, give Mitchell a suggestion. And that's it. That's kind of literally the entire episode. And if you're really curious, how much does this episode cover? That little bit there. Yes, this little bit is how much basically is how much the episode covered, which it's not a lot. Yeah, but good episode overall. Okay, so that is pretty much a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next, I have a comment corner, and then I'm going to try to work on that case because I'm moving to. Okay, thanks, Phil. Bye.